Hello, you fucks. Thanks for joining in. Special treat today. I know I say it all the time, but I'm super interested in what they're doing. So I'd like to introduce you to Ryan Komo, real name
Ryan Komorowski, but yeah,
Komorowski.
Komo's fine. That's what everybody calls me.
Komo is what everyone goes by. It's kind of like Shay. My last name's Shay, but everyone calls me Shay, so it's kind of funny that that's stuck. Do you find yourself like introducing yourself as Komo to people?
Most of the time, I just say Ryan, just
Yeah.
because it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
And then after, they
Yeah.
get to know me a little bit.
I've had people that don't know my like inner group of friends and stuff like that call me Shay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how do you fucking know me like that? I mean, it's like a nickname, but it's also my name. So
Yeah, and I don't mind it. That happens to me all the time too.
Yeah,
And it's like whatever.
it's cool because it's cool because there's 1,000 Ryans, but there's only one Como.
Exactly.
So it's cool to have
one of a kind.
Yeah, it's cool to have that personal brand to where you can use that.
Yeah, that's what I use for everything, I guess.
But yo, I checked out your website, man. I like it a lot.
Thanks, dude.
It's I like the illustration, the camera on the head.
Yeah. I thought of the idea, and I got my friend who's good with like Photoshop. He kind of brought my idea to I guess existence. I don't know.
It's definitely an eye catcher, man.
Thanks.
And yo, the thing I like about it too, it's so simple and so easy to navigate to where nothing there really tore me away from what I'm actually going on it for.
Yeah, it's simple, just simple layout.
Yeah, definitely. That's something people get stuck with and trying to outdo and do some crazy shit when really it's like going on here to check out your work and what you do and your idea. I could tell exactly from the beginning what you do, and your resume is very to the point and non-distracting.
The resume's updated a little bit. The rest of it isn't too updated. Like I haven't had much time to like shoot my own stuff or write a lot.
Yeah.
But
do you feel like what you learn in school compared to what you've learned on set is a huge difference?
Yeah, there's a huge difference. School, like as you know, well, I actually just went to community college, but I took film courses.
We went to the same film school.
Yeah, we did. Not at the same time though.
Not at the same time. Yeah. You took a little bit after me.
Yeah, I was a late bloomer. After high school, I kind of didn't know what I was doing, so I waited.
How great is that program though?
It's really cool. I was happy. I'm glad that you told me about Bucks Community College in general, and you told me that they have a good program, so I checked it out and I ended up going there.
Yeah, it's actually, if you look it up, it's rated one of the best film schools for community college.
Oh yeah,
I think it deserves it.
Yeah, so I went there, and I guess school doesn't really compare to being on set. It's completely different, running around whatever you want to call it, running around campus with a couple other kids in your class, shooting random crap. It doesn't compare to like a professional, like showing up and everybody has their own job and like they're doing way bigger things. But you learn a lot more on a real set. But it's definitely a good start to just have some sort of basic knowledge. To start you out.
You don't have to go to film school to get to this position. It's really, when you're working in some type of art industry, it's really about what you can do. They don't really look towards education too much.
Yeah, honestly, I probably not saying you don't need school or anything, but as far as I've come, in the couple years I've been, in the industry, I guess you could say, I haven't, not much of it stemmed from school. It was, I went to school. I took, I did the film program there. But they, as a community college, they don't have any sort of like intern. They don't really care if you do like an internship somewhere.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't.
So I kind of took that upon myself. One day I sat and I emailed like 50 different. I just Googled like Philadelphia film production, whatever, and found all these different companies. I ended up emailing a ton. But they had resumes on there for different positions. They had like art department stuff, and, production assistant stuff, and I sent my resume in, but obviously nothing ever came of it. Just nothing happened with it. But
I know, like you said, a lot of your jobs are word of mouth, and people that you consistently work with people that and people that can trust you. So it's good to be in somewhat of a clique because everyone works together. But what's your process on applying for a job? Is it just sending over your resume?
Well, so I got my first like actual job like that I got paid for as a PA. Because of that internship that I kind of just got up on my own. I kind
Yeah,
of got.
which was
I interned at this place called Get Kinetic in Fishtown.
okay.
They're like a smaller company. They do, a lot of corporate-y kind of stuff, but
Yeah,
they'll do a lot of other
they have
stuff.
rent-outs as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure I've rented lighting equipment from
Okay,
them.
yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah,
They were really good to me, I guess. Like the one producer there ended up giving my name like towards the end of my internship. One of the producers gave my name to some guy from out of town that was filming a commercial in Philly, and that was my first like paid gig. Had no idea what I was really doing. I mean, I learned from interning there on their sets, but it wasn't anything like
yeah,
crazy. And then when I showed up there, I guess I did a good job, and that company kept using me. And then it kind of steamrolled from there, and
yeah,
everybody you meet people. I met like one person on that set that got me my next job on
yeah.
with a different production company, and then it kind of just
That's how it works,
goes.
man.
Yeah.
That's really how it
So
works.
so yeah, when you said like, do I? Yeah, I never interviewed for a job. Every job I never really actually applied for for a job. Since then, it's like word of mouth has literally been it. Um, the guy I met a guy on a commercial, and he's the
You
guy
can
who
name
got me
drop
in.
if you want. Give someone some credit.
Yeah. So I met on. It was like probably this second or third commercial I ever worked on. It was for a hospital, and the production manager on that, like this was about 2 years ago. He's the one who ended up calling me about working on Creed as a
Yeah,
office PA, which was cool. It was different, but it was a fun experience.
yeah.
His name is Dave Rayner, by the way.
Dave Rayner, cool. So I guess
Yeah.
he's like a true casting agent. You would say?
Well, he's a production coordinator in Philly. Like he does all the big movies
That's cool.
in the area. Yeah. So if there's a movie filming here that's a bigger studio film, he's most likely
The
the
guy
guy
that.
working on it. Yeah. He's the guy who kind of makes everything happen.
That's cool, man. It's not a bad. That's not a bad gig.
Yeah. So it was really cool to be able to I guess make some sort of an impression on him
Yeah.
during that short commercial shoot to be
Yeah.
able to then. That's how it kind of works for everything, not just him. Like, you meet other PAs that can hook you up with other jobs maybe that they
Yep.
can't do, or
Mhm.
so every job that I've gotten pretty much has been, yeah, I know this guy Ryan, give him a call or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I want to thank you. You actually gave me a call on a couple of these gigs that needed people, and I don't know what happened on each one stories, but if it was I called and they didn't need somebody, or they found somebody else, or it didn't fit my schedule, and I want to apologize. Like I don't want to. I mean, not
yeah, it's all good, man.
be.
I always try to hook up, friends that.
Yeah, man. That's how it should
So
be, and
yeah,
that's this podcast. Is good because I feel like if people listen to it and they need a PA, I mean you're a good guy and this reveals your personality, and there's thousands of other PAs they can choose, but they're gonna go with somebody they can work with.
yeah, that's
And
how it is. I mean, and that's the thing. Like you get when you get a call for a job, it's really you really want to say yes as much as you possibly can, because
mhm,
if you don't, then they're just going to find somebody else, and then they might not call you again because they'll call that person again and
exactly,
again and
yeah,
again. Instead, if you say yes, even if like you have to switch your schedule around a little bit, it's just really good to just get in
yeah.
their I guess network.
You
It's
don't
impossible
know
though.
what's gonna happen at that. You might meet somebody who gives you an opportunity that could change your life.
Yeah, you can't say yes to everything, but it's
Yeah.
definitely a good, I guess, rule of thumb to really try to say yes to the first. Like if it's if it's a new production company that you've never worked with before, or
Mhm.
a new person that you've never gotten a call from before, it's usually good to say yes to them because
Yeah.
then at least you're like in their wheelhouse. I don't.
Um. So yeah, dude, Creed. Creed was a great movie.
Yeah, I was happy the way it turned out. It was fun.
Being an office PA, how much did you actually see on production? Were you there during any shoots or anything?
Sometimes. So there was actually two of us. There was two office PAs. So like, if there had to be like a run to set or whatever,
Mm.
one of us would go. So when we got there, our bosses would kind of be like, "Yeah, go do, deliver what you have to deliver and hang out
Yeah.
and check it out for a little bit." Like they.
Yeah.
So yeah, we would. So I would hang out there a little bit. and watch some of the scenes go down. But
Yeah. Did you get to meet Sly or Michael B. Jordan?
yeah, so working in the office, they come in like way before, actual filming starts.
Yeah.
Like as a as like one of the office PAs, we're there probably
First.
probably like 3 months before we even start filming. So
Mhm.
I'm there every day, 5 days a week.
Controlling them, man. Like I've heard you say. I mean, it's just a PA or anything, but you're a crucial character.
Yeah, everybody is.
Yeah, it's
I'm
one of the
the
most collaborative art forms there is. I
Yeah,
feel
that's why it's awesome.
if it's a skeleton crew of 10 people, or if I don't know how many people worked on Creed, but maybe 100.
Yeah, way more than 100.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't give a big number, but just crew alone probably was, I don't know. I want to say closer to 300 almost. But
wow,
and then we had like 6,000 extras, something like that, or
wow,
like four to six. I forget, but it was
that's
so,
crazy.
so actually, yeah, there was a giant stack of paperwork for those extras that I had to
You had
sort through,
plenty of work to
alphabetize
do.
and all that. Yeah.
How long did that production last for, or
I
pre-production and everything that you're involved
from
with?
my first day so I was there within the first couple weeks of like setting up the office.
Yeah,
And then I was literally the last one out the door of the office. Like I locked up and left, and that was it. That's um
you locked
that
the
that lasted
door
about
of Creed.
6 months or
Shut
so.
it down.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah, so I guess I
Cool, man.
started last November, like early November, which was 2014. It got done filming maybe the end of February, beginning of March, and then I was there for another like month or so, like
Wow,
wrapping out shit.
that's a quick turn on post production. I guess they were editing as they went.
Well, yeah, they yeah. So we had in our office, we had the editors. They were actually there to
Oh,
set
cool.
up with they would go through all the footage every day, and
Yeah.
they had there was editors assistants who would sort through all the footage
Hmm.
and then give it to the editors who had their own offices, and they would go through. There was two editors on
Yeah.
there. They would do their thing all throughout, and then after it was over, we packed up all the stuff, we shipped it out. They went out to LA to finish and do the final cuts of it.
Yeah. That's a huge production, man. Just that whole process is just. There's people that are specifically good at their job and makes it really tight. Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you had like a certain amount of duties that you helped every day, and
Yeah,
you
there
being on
was-
top of that
Mhm.
was a help for somebody else. And
Yeah, everybody has their job, and that's how
It-
a successful
yeah,
crew works. I guess
it goes up the line, and
Yeah.
every
Everybody's
single thing that-
important.
Yeah, for sure. And I think just as important, because without one, you can't do the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, exactly. Shit would be fucking crazy without
Yeah.
PAs.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. You can't
Uh-huh.
do it.
How long were your days?
How long is shit?
Yeah.
So yeah, about 12-hour days,
Yeah.
like minimum usually.
Yeah.
I've worked on obviously smaller stuff that
Yeah.
week-long commercials or whatever.
People
that
don't give a fuck.
No, especially as a PA, you're one of the first ones there and the last ones to leave.
Yeah.
Aside from like locations department, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
That's cool, man. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I've worked. I worked on a show in the locations department as like a parking PA, which is
Yeah.
you kind of just show up and make sure you sit in your car and make sure nobody's parking where like the working trucks are going to be that next
Yeah.
day.
You actually told me about this.
Yeah, so
A
I
little
worked
bit.
overnight, but the day so I worked as
Like
a
holding-
set PA on the show, and then I worked as soon as I was done that day, I went straight over to like the art museum, and I posted up there for another 12 hours.
You
So I
held-
worked like
held
24
spot-
hours straight.
Held
Which
spots.
is probably
pretty much.
illegal, so I won't say the name of the show, but
You
yeah, you
held-
pretty much hold spots. You
Yeah.
grab snacks and whatever, and
Yeah, well, that's
kinda sit there and
That's
make sure
important as
nobody's-
well, man.
yeah.
It's a part.
Yeah.
And it's cool that through however you got there. I mean, your resume is about 15 or 16 productions, and like you said, you're
yeah,
fairly
that's
new
kind
to
of
this.
just selective.
Yeah.
Stuff. I kind of did it so it all fits on one page. I've done
Yeah,
it,
and they're the ones that you want people to know
Yeah.
because you know what I mean.
kind of give a variety on there, like
Yeah,
different jobs.
it's
that I've
definitely a
done, different-
variety. There's tons of
Yeah.
different things. I don't know if I've seen maybe a couple of the same production companies, but you've worked with a lot of different production companies.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see films coming to Philly.
Yeah,
because
it is good.
it's a spot where I mean there's a lot of talent, and the more that comes through, they'll see that there's hardworking people and people wanting their spot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Philly, which is great. Like I
Yeah.
guess I'm kind of lucky that you know a lot of people, some people from if you live here in the area, a lot of
Mhm.
people whatever they'll move to New York or L.A. or
Yeah.
somewhere. Um, I guess I was kind of lucky that I was born in Philly and I live here, and it's
Mm.
just I kind of took the easy way and just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay and do what I
Yeah.
can here.
Do it, man. That's one thing that I really want to promote in this podcast. When cinema started to 2000, there was like 30 feature films ever brought here.
Mhm.
And since then, the digital era also has an effect on that. But there's been 300 films that have come to Philly.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad that I stayed here. And I think the main reason I stayed I think is because I'm just familiar with it. If I lived in like
Yeah.
obviously if I was happened to be born in like some random town in like Wisconsin or something,
Yeah.
I if I wanted to do this kind of stuff I would have moved somewhere.
Yeah.
But Philly is kind of just
If just say you're shooting your own films and you're producing things yourself, I think that it doesn't matter where you're at with the internet. It kind of brings everyone to the same place. And if you're good enough, the industry's going to come to you.
yeah
Like the film that I shot, you can say that the director pretty much came out of the blue and created this film and got into Sundance.
yeah. As long as you got a good idea and you're motivated to actually make it happen, then
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you're at anymore.
Yeah. I'd rather watch an indie movie that's got a good story than a
Yeah.
Iron Man. I don't think I've seen Iron Man 2 or later yet. It's just
Yeah, especially
I just don't really care about it.
when you see all these mainstream movies, the actors overlap a lot, and a
Yeah.
lot of actors play the same role. So in indies, it's cool to where you see a film that you don't recognize the people, so that's not a distraction
Yeah.
of the film, and you get to take it for what it is.
Yeah.
If you see a Mark Wahlberg movie, it's a Mark Wahlberg movie. No matter what his character's name is,
Yeah,
it's
he's Mark
still a Mark
Wahlberg. He's
Wahlberg
just
movie. George Clooney and a couple other actors, they
Mhm.
just take that actor and they get hired for the same roles, and I think that's distracting towards the film almost.
Yeah, it could be, I guess.
If,
Uh,
yeah, it is and it isn't in a certain route. They're good actors, that's why they get the
yeah.
spot.
I mean, that's what's gonna sell. That's the
Mhm.
majority of why people like just regular people go to the movies is
Yeah,
because so and so actor is in it. But
that's backwards because it should
I
be
know
the
exactly,
context.
exactly. Indie movies are coming out, and I guess, at least make an attempt to see them.
Yeah,
And most people, I guess, won't
yeah,
until like somehow gets like a good reputation, and then
yeah,
they want to go see the
yeah.
movie,
Tell me if you
whether
had
who's in it or not.
the same experience when I went to Bucks. Um, I wasn't a huge film watcher, and the film school kind of has the students there are very into films and gaming and comic
Yeah,
books or whatever else, and I kind of felt like a nerd because I didn't have nerd qualities.
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
I
I
was a
didn't.
little out of place.
I was totally out of place. I had like 2 or 3 friends that like actually, liked sports and other stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so I like kind of hung out with them and we did our own thing and we were kind of like the outsiders of that,
Hmm.
Bucks crowd. Like all those other they would hang out there all day long and like
Yeah,
play video games and do a whole bunch of weird shit and
yeah,
I kind of just did my thing and I did my own thing and got out of there. I'm kind of glad I did because if I didn't, I'd probably. I've I've actually seen a lot of people I graduated with from there. Like if I went on a run for something and I had to like go to like Staples or Best Buy. I keep seeing kids that I went to school with
like
that are
working
working.
at places.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
man.
glad that I kind of didn't get caught up in all that and
Yeah, it's good that
distracted.
there's some people not doing shit because it allows us to strive and
Yeah.
to get where we're going. Nothing against them,
Oh yeah,
but
they were all cool.
yeah,
I just I don't know. I
it
kind
is
of
what it
had
is.
my own ideas to
Yeah,
what I wanted
nothing
to
wrong with
do.
that, man. It's good to be a motivated individual and to work hard, and you deserve everything that you got so far. And I think the route you're going, you know what I mean? There's no limits.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. There's not. Don't even put that idea in your head, man. Ideas turn to actions, which lead to reactions. So the more positive you think and the better outlook you have on it, guarantee it's gonna give you the results you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm excited for the future. Obviously, like we said, like what you said earlier, the quote unquote only a PA. That I said that, but
Yeah.
right now I'm kind of that's mainly what I do, and I guess I'm getting enough work that I can survive off that, which is good, but it also kind of sucks because, as we said, you know, work, PAs work long. I mean, all
Yeah.
the whole crew
And you
works
like
long
to be
hours, but
higher.
we work long, and like by the time I get home at night, like I don't want to do my own thing. I kind of just
Yeah.
want to go to sleep. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna come home and write after
Yeah.
14 hours
What
working.
interests you the most kind of film like I mostly am a cinematographer. But what interests you the most in filmmaking?
I a, a lot of it does. It's really cool to be on, like I said, like bigger sets because you get to see a lot of different aspects and different
Yeah.
uh departments. So the reason that I kind of wanted to get into it was, well, I guess I got my start when I was in a band with
Mm.
you know, we played shows together,
Yeah, we
our
did play
bands.
shows together. It's pretty cool, man. That's how we met, and
Yeah, that's
that's
pretty much
cool.
how we met. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would, edit little video updates for our band, and I kind of got good at that. And I guess being a drummer kind of makes you the tempo kind of
Yeah.
all
It's
that whole
huge.
idea.
Mm.
Um, anyway, so yeah, when I went to Bucks, I really liked editing.
Yeah.
Um,
Editing's fun.
yeah, but I always in the back of my head, like all my life, pretty much, I loved comedy, and I loved like
Yeah.
coming up with like dumb
Yeah.
ideas and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
going to school and doing that kind of stuff, nobody really wants to see goofy kids make like try to make comedy videos
I
because
don't know, man.
most of the time doesn't work out.
I do. It's hard to.
But that's kind of why I in the
It's
back of
hard
my
to get
head,
your idea
I'm
on
like,
film and have other people pick it up.
yeah, yeah,
I've had
it's
problems
tough.
with that.
Everything's kind of tough, but comedy is definitely hard to
Yeah.
get your jokes across.
But yeah, Bucks was good, man. I kind of tell people, you know, what I mean, if you're not sure and you're somewhat interested, like I told you, you know, what I mean, the school is great,
Yeah,
except
I'm
for
glad you recommended it to me. I would recommend it to anyone,
yeah,
to be honest.
the one thing that I'm wondering, I'm pretty sure they've had to adapt somewhat because this digital age that we're going through right now is changing everything.
Yeah, I wonder
And
if they still. Do you know if they still shoot on
if
film there?
I hope so because some of my favorite footage to watch is like when I shot color film because it's like fucking
Yeah,
gorgeous. I still can't load a film camera. I'm
I was
not
just
gonna
gonna say,
lie.
yeah, I could back then. If you asked me now,
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't done it since. Like I said, it was cool to learn. It was definitely
yeah.
cool to know,
Uh-huh.
but I don't want to do that
It's kind of a
like,
waste
ever
of
again.
time now.
Yeah.
Like, remember literally
It's totally
cutting
cool, but
film and taping it.
oh yeah, that was tedious. It was, and like I
Very
said, it's
tedious.
cool to know and it's cool to do like once or
Yeah,
twice, but um, with like obviously editing programs on the computer is 1,000 times easier.
yeah, and it's the rate that it's going. I mean, just the cost of film, buying the film, getting it processed. You got to turn it to digital anyway,
Yeah.
and to show your movie in film. Like somebody just told me this, that the way that films go into film theaters is, I mean, there's like a film broker who will work to get a film at your theater. And about 5 years ago, all the major production companies in Hollywood said, "Hey, we're switching to film, so we're going to be sending you hard drives with the films on it. So if you want to show your film in film, for example, Quentin Tarantino shot Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
He shot that in 70 millimeter film, but everyone has digital projectors. So what he did, which I guess he can do because he has money, he sent 70 millimeter projectors out
Oh
to
yeah,
a
yeah,
certain number of
yeah. I heard about that.
theaters so he could show it in that. Like
Yeah.
the Chamonix was one of the film
Oh, nice.
theaters that showed it in actual 70 millimeter.
I'll maybe read it.
What's your style of films? Like, what do you like?
I mean, I'm kind of like a corny dude. I love, like I said, I love comedies, and
Yeah, that's not corny.
it's not like very sophisticated, but like I love Happy Gilmore and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a classic.
And then I like indie kind of stuff because it kind of gives like I don't know. I don't want to say like dramas, but I don't know stuff like I watched some movie the other day on Netflix called Comet. I think it was called. It had Justin Long and
Okay.
Emmy Rossum from she's from like Shameless and shit.
All right, which is a great show.
It was cool. Hey, Shameless is awesome.
You ever see the British version?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it on
Yeah,
Netflix.
it's the same fucking show.
Yeah,
they
cool.
literally have the same
It's
episodes.
a funny show.
Yeah.
But I like movies like that, like kind of don't have like giant explosions and don't have crazy budgets because it kind of gives
Sorry,
me
Michael Bay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. It kind of gives a little hope to like, yeah, I have, as long as you have a cool idea and a good idea for a movie, you don't have to have like crazy stupid shit going on.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm big into stand up.
Yeah.
And I would love to like eventually do some stand up and try it out. But
I write stand up all the time. I just don't have the balls.
It's good for
actually
films,
to do it.
man. It's good for film because it's situations and stuff.
Too.
Yeah, they're both art forms, and the way that you go about it could be in a film or on stage.
Exactly.
But they definitely convert well, and it's good to have somewhat being able to put your ideas on paper and convert it to film or do it in stand up.
Yeah.
Like you see a lot of crossover, a lot of comedians or actors the other way around.
Yeah, because it works that way. It's good. I don't know. Yeah.
You don't got to be a good actor to act either.
No,
that's fucking proven.
No, as long as you can get the content out of your mouth. I mean, whatever.
And as long as maybe you're good looking, that might be it too. But dude, I've seen there's so many shitty movies out here, man. Like Hollywood movies, like fucking.
I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know all those movies that like they just have every single person in it is an A-list actor. Like those movies like came out a few years ago. I want to say New Year's Eve and like Valentine's Day. And I remember all those movies that they were just like it had like every big name at the time was in it, and it was just kind of just like little segments of everybody's individual stories, and they were shit.
Yeah,
who wants to watch that?
What do you think about Matthew McConaughey went from this romantic comedy guy to fucking killing it in dramas, man.
Yeah, he's
like
great.
If you look at his stuff from like mid 2000s, and then you go to True Detective,
Dallas
Buyers Club, Mud.
I actually never saw Mud. It was on my Netflix queue for a while, and then it just went away.
Dude, he's
never got a chance to watch it.
It shows his diversity and very good. He's a good method actor. Like Dallas Buyers Club, he lost like 40, 50 pounds for.
It's crazy.
And I'm glad he did the switch over, man, because
he was in
season 1 of True Detective is
that was
fucking awesome. Season 2,
never watched season 2. I heard it kind of sucked, and I just never. There's way too many shows on TV.
It's hard to match.
It's hard to set aside time to watch shows that aren't getting a good.
Dude, Netflix is killing it, man.
Yeah.
The way that you can just binge watch it. And
I know.
I can't even fucking stand commercials now. I understand.
It's commercials and everything. You watch a YouTube video and you have to watch it. An ad longer than the video itself.
Making a YouTube video for
but it's keeping us in business, I guess. We're making commercials.
making this podcast and putting it on YouTube. There was an option where I could show commercials before and after, and until I get a lot of views or anything like that, and I'm not doing it because I don't want people to be like, fucking ad. I don't want to watch this. I chose to listen to Komo's thing, so I want to watch that. I don't care about Ford or whatever it is. And though it's great too, doing this podcast, I've realized that I don't have to worry about copyrights yet. Maybe I don't have to ever, but working in film, it's like you can't even show this Pepsi can.
Yeah.
So I'd like to point out Pepsi, Newport, Coke. I don't know. Throw some off your head.
I'm drinking water out of a
Nifty 50s. Ibanez, Colt 45.
2 zigzags.
Yeah, 2 zigzags. Afro Man. The Silver Bullet, Coors Light. I don't gotta pay you bitches. It's great.
Stones.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about it. I'm not stealing anything from you, and I don't have to extra permission.
There you go.
Podcast is the way to go, man. It's not as big as on the East Coast as it is on the West Coast, but you get a little more out of people. You
Yeah.
get to know them and things like that. Because you don't see these people as much. Like me going on to your Facebook, I get to see, oh, you just got married. Now you got a house, which
Mhm.
congratulations.
Thanks.
And I think that we talked about this. Your wedding video is phenomenal. It looked like a great wedding.
Yeah, the wedding
And
video was really cool.
Jen's a great girl, man. I knew her for a long time.
Yeah.
Not too close with her, but I met her,
Mhm.
and when I met you,
She was a groupie at
were
all the
together.
shows that we played.
Yeah, you were a groupie.
She was the groupie.
She was a groupie. Cool.
Yeah, and back to the wedding video, I'll give them a plug because they did an awesome job. They're called
Yeah.
Ancient Eye Media.
Cool. If you want to write that down
Yeah,
too,
I'll
I'll put the link in there as well.
Sure.
I don't want to distract from you.
Oh, yeah.
But the wedding video is phenomenal, and from doing wedding videos, you know what I mean. He definitely did something unique, which you know what I mean. I'd be very happy with if I were you.
Yeah, I was really happy with that. We weren't sure if we wanted a video. I'm really picky when it comes to like
As
wedding
you should
videos
be.
and crap like
As you
that.
should be.
And photographers obviously, but we found him kind of last minute, and we were really happy that we did because it turned out great.
Yeah, it's good, dude. The way he did everything, and one thing that I've realized in cinema is the eyes are forgiving, but the ears are not. And his audio is definitely on point.
Yeah, I was happy with the music that he chose,
and just the dialogue and
and
everything like that. It was
he
leveled
mic'd
good.
me up for
It was
like,
mic'd
the bows
good.
and all that.
Yeah,
Jonathan.
he did a great job. It was just you said it was 2 people, right?
It was it was 2 guys. The guy that owns the company, I guess, he actually didn't shoot any. He had 2 guys that he hired. He was already booked for that.
He edited though.
He edited the whole thing, yeah. But he hired 2 guys to come actually shoot the thing.
And he's a Northeast Philly guy, right?
Yeah, Northeast Philly.
Yeah,
yep.
It seems like a dead zone compared to the rest of the city.
Yeah, nobody knows what I talk to people, on set, and they ask where I live, and I tell them Northeast Philly. They're like, well, either where is that or why?
What?
Why do you want to live there? I don't know. It's where I grew up.
It's not an artist mecca, and it's it's not a place where gets noticed as Fishtown, Northern Liberties, and Center City.
Just a little bit further northeast.
Yeah, but like I've had already 2 guests from the Northeast, and one's moved down to South Philly, but it just shows that you can be anywhere and put your shit out, and it gets to good places.
Yeah,
if it's good.
Yeah, you don't have to live in Center City or South Philly or anywhere.
Yeah,
it's actually good because we're hop on the turnpike because not all of our jobs are going to be in the city. We sometimes have to go to Jersey or whatever like North PA. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it goes everywhere, and I feel like now, every company should have a video. Like photo is just not enough, and a video can add a vibe, a feel, give personality, and I feel like people would just are lazy, and instead of reading a bio, it's just so much easier to watch the video.
Totally.
I fall victim to that too, man. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying what it is. Being a video person, I appreciate video, and if I'm gonna hire a plumber, man, I hope he's got a nice, cool little demonstration video.
Yeah,
where
I don't know about plumbers and shit like that, but it'd definitely be good to have on your website. Why not?
Yeah, man. If any plumbers hear this, I'll do your video. I've done some odd jobs, dude.
Yeah.
Have you fell into that? Like
sometime at the beginning, I did. Like when I was searching for, I guess, like I said, when I was looking for internships, I ended up getting a good internship with something that I actually liked doing. But in between, I ended up getting caught up in like some weird like gaudy production companies that would do just like really cheesy like bar mitzvah videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And I would have to sometimes have to edit some of that junk. It was corny.
I actually got a voicemail. I got it a little too late, but I still don't know if I would do the job. But I got asked to shoot a funeral.
What? Why?
That's
who
so
wants to have memories of a funeral?
I don't know, man. I there's a price on everything.
I guess
I was not interested.
That's weird.
Like imagine.
Can you animate the guy like when he's in the?
What do you mean?
The casket? Can you like make him pop up and like do some weird?
Fuck, do that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes I edit and it looks like a cartoon halfway through, and I'm like, where the fuck did this go? But yeah, dude, that was really weird. Like doing weddings is such a great vibe and great feeling, and I love doing weddings. But Funeral? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sketchy. Dude, I love
Goals.
trust me, I love shooting violent films and doing all that and seeing the process and how
Yeah,
that's
fake
made.
fake dead people.
Yeah, but
not real live. I guess
yeah.
not live, but not real dead people.
Tell me a little bit more about Creed, man. I feel like that's definitely super interesting, and people that want to take the the film route and working up in productions.
um, so like I said, I just somebody that I knew from a different job. That's like I said, how most of my jobs come about. Got me on.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said before, like I didn't interview for it. I kind of just like
Yeah.
he was like, do you want to be
Well, it
on this?"
seems
And I
like
said, "Sure."
you've got a
And I
good
showed up.
work ethic, and people can trust you.
Yeah.
That's good,
That's
man.
that's like that's what you need. Like you have
Yeah.
to, if you and people think, I guess being a production assistant is kind of like, I guess the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the common what's the bullshit thing? I don't know.
I don't know.
You
Some
can
asshole
you can
probably
cut
said
this
it.
out
It's
a
not
little
worth
bit.
it. Some asshole probably made
No,
this comment.
the I can't, for some reason the word is escaping my head.
It's all right.
But what everybody thinks of PA is like kind of like the running and get coffee and running and
Yeah.
doing stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
But I don't even know where I was going with this.
What objectives did you do?
I mean, most of the days, so I would sit at a desk and answer phone calls that would come into the production office and transfer it to the different departments, whoever needed it, whether it was like accounting or
Yeah.
the AD or whoever
Mhm.
during pre-production, wardrobe, any of that stuff. A lot of it was, we got a ton of packages like every day,
Yeah.
FedEx, UPS,
Just from,
USPS,
like, props
just
and
props, wardrobe, all that stuff, and we
Yeah.
would sort it. So I did, all that junk, and then, so as an office PA, we would make sides, like it's like a mini call sheet with the
Yeah.
script pages that they were shooting that day.
Yeah.
So like at the end of the day, the AD would send over the sides and the call sheet, and I would print them out, like, and cut them and staple them, and then put them in the bin to go to set the next morning.
Yeah.
So like everybody can get them on set that next morning, so that everybody knows what they're doing. It's just like it's the script pages of just the pages that they're shooting that day.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how much how long a film takes?
Yeah. I think we had like 45 days of shooting.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you think about it, cut down into how
That seems pretty quick, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Compared to, I guess, 'cause there wasn't like any crazy like special effects or any shit like that.
Yeah.
There wasn't like any like big
Yeah.
explosions or anything. So yeah, obviously like a Michael Bay film would probably take longer, but this was
Yeah.
kind of a straightforward sports movie.
Yeah.
So
That's cool, man. How do you what do you think's gonna happen with the film? What I know it's up slides up for best supporting.
yeah, hopefully
actor.
he got the Golden Globe. Hopefully he'll get the Oscar. That'd be fun. That'd be cool.
Dude, he killed it. He really
Yeah,
did.
he did.
I think it's the best Rocky movie since the original.
Yeah, I don't even think I saw 5 and 6, to be honest. I didn't see Rocky.
Don't worry
Balboa.
about it. It's not really worth it.
But yeah, I was so happy when I went into the movies and saw it. My mom was all excited because
You're in the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the end there. So
Yeah.
my mom was taking
Your
pictures.
IMDb's pretty filled, man.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got good credentials, dude.
Thanks. Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, I was happy when I saw the movie and it turned out, because I got to read the script during like production and stuff and all the different updates of the script, and I read it and I envisioned it in my mind, because I'm not on set every day, so I wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't really see how it went down, but like I'm envisioning how I think it would turn out, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. And then when I saw it actually finished, along with like the score and everything and all the music and everything was kind of brought in together, and I was like, wow, this turned out fucking sweet.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that they really represented 2016 Philadelphia perfectly. Like by adding in, for example, Meek Mills. The whole like people riding bikes and quads through the city.
Yeah.
Johnny Brenda's is in it. Local Philly artist playing. Cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Not to be cliche, but
oh yeah,
bring in the cheesesteak. John was
John,
described.
that was a little. When I read that script, I was like, it almost seemed a little forced, because these guys aren't from Philly that are writing the script,
cheesy.
but they obviously knew about the lingo here, and they wanted to add that, they wanted to put that in the movie, which is cool, and the actors pulled it off, and
they did good. Legit. Yeah, the way he comes back and he goes, "So you got a John?"
Yeah,
it's the same way I would say, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I don't like to call my girl a John, but
oh yeah,
you know what I mean. It's definitely pretty common.
They shot that scene at Max's Steaks. I don't know. I forget the cross street. It's like Broad, and it's
Max
not
is
the
good.
Greatest area, but
Max is good steaks.
Yeah, they are.
Good steaks. I'm glad they didn't.
I'm a
do
Steve's fan myself.
Yeah, Steve's the shit. I'm glad they didn't do like Pat's and Geno's.
Obviously not. I would hope not. They would never think of that.
Those places deserve to exist. I mean, they're good quality places, but to keep it not like so commercial,
cliche,
and cliche.
Yeah,
I doing somewhere else.
I actually brought the one guy. So I had to pick up the one day at work. I had to pick up Andre Ward. He was one of the boxers in the scene when they're still in LA. When he fights someone, he beats him and takes his car keys. That guy.
Oh yeah.
So he's from LA somewhere, but he came in and he was at the hotel. I picked him up at his hotel. Had to bring him back to the production office because he needed to get fitted for like his wardrobe and all that.
He's pretty fucking jacked.
Yeah, he was
a big dude.
And he asked me when he got in the car, he asked like what was a good cheesesteak, and I told him Steve's, because that's where I worked in high school, and that's honestly the best. Yeah, and that's why I was like, there's one in Center City. There's one 2 blocks from his hotel, so he's like, "Can we go?" I'm like, "Sure." After he got done doing what he had to do, I brought him back, and we swung by, and he loved it. So
yeah, cheesesteak's good, dude.
Yeah,
especially with whiz.
Yeah, I'm an American fan. Like at Steve's, they have like the melted American.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, so good. You like fried onions on your steak?
Yeah.
It makes it. I
never used to either.
As a kid.
Yeah.
Your taste buds adjust, man.
They got to be fried.
Yeah, nice and crispy, caramelized. Mm-hmm. Like to this day, man. Like back in the days, I hate Brussels sprouts. I can destroy some Brussels sprouts.
Really?
Now,
I don't think I've ever eaten a Brussels sprout.
Yeah, growing up, my taste buds adjusted to like an older style. Like an old head, man.
Yeah, mine have matured a little, but not much. I still barely eat vegetables. I don't even eat salad. I'm like, somebody offers me a salad, I'm like, I'll just wait. I'll just wait for my food.
Yeah, I still eat a packet of Sour Patch Kids until my tongue goes numb.
Oh yeah, totally.
But my taste buds have definitely
go to the dollar store to get them now before you go to the movies. They don't have to pay $8
stash
for a pack.
them in. Yeah, definitely. Movie prices. Well, they have to, man. Think about like all the business they've lost since like streaming and all that.
Yeah.
Like I just whatever it is, what it is. I just streamed Deadpool.
Yeah.
It just came out, but I was like, I'm not gonna go see it in a movie theater, but I want to see this film. Yeah. I went on to the streaming website I use, and Deadpool was right there.
Yeah.
The day after it came out.
I kind of feel bad doing it. I mean, I've done it. Everybody's done it, and especially with music.
For being in the industry and doing it. Like,
to be in the industry and doing it is kind of lame, but whatever. I'll still do it sometimes when
movie tickets are $11 a piece.
Yeah, it's
cheap.
True.
That's the cheap ones.
I'll mainly only do it if it's an older movie, like if it's not in the movies anymore.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Like it's not like there's video stores. It's not like I can go. I mean, I'm not gonna go buy a movie. I guess I should, but what am I gonna do? Buy a movie, and then where am I gonna put that?
To be honest,
I'm not displaying my movie collection like it's 1999.
I don't have a DVD player.
Yeah,
even my iMac doesn't come with a DVD player in it.
Oh yeah, that's
the new iMacs. Yeah. I have to get an external.
Yeah, I have the external one too.
Do you? How much does that cost?
I just got it. It wasn't like the Apple version. I got like I don't know. I went to Best Buy and got one. It was probably like $15 or something like that.
15?
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Shit.
Yeah.
I gotta pick one of those up.
I don't know, maybe 20.
It
was a little while ago.
I wish I had one with me for you, but I would love for you to see the last feature I shot. We just burned a bunch of Blu-rays.
Oh, you don't have one on you?
Nah, man. Well, dude, now that
what was that called again?
Traffickers.
Okay, yeah, that looked cool. I saw the trailer for it.
Cool, man. Thank you. Now that I've seen you, first of all, I'd love to have you on a show again once. I mean, something else happens and we can promote you. And somehow.
Yeah, once I start moving up the ladder of
Yeah, and same
in
with
the
me.
industry,
Once I get my
because right now I
studio.
have really nothing to report. Hey, yeah, I'm a hard worker. That's whatever.
No, dude, your resume is legit, man.
Thanks.
I got some projects coming up from people I work with and myself, and we're looking to expand our crew and really pinpoint some aspects of the production that we would always take on ourselves. And
Yeah.
it's good to have you, man. I'll
Yeah.
definitely hit you up, and I know you're not just a PA. You know what I mean, you know a lot about all different
Yeah.
positions.
You learn a lot, not just
Yeah,
in your, not just in your department. Just
yeah,
you learn a ton of different stuff.
yeah. One thing I really like more than I thought I would is art direction
Yeah, it's
and
fun.
just like
I'm
creating
actually
the sets.
I'm art PAing on a dog food commercial next
So you
week.
gotta call and make sure all the shit's coming in and all that stuff.
Honestly, no, I kind of that's their job. I show up and I just assist them. Sometimes I'll have to do some pre-production stuff where I'll go pick up some props or pick up some, you know, sometimes I'll drive a truck to,
Okay.
full of the art props, but this one I think I'm just showing up. I think it's up in like Quakertown or something. I gotta get.
Okay.
I think they're putting me up in a hotel or something like that.
Shit's happening everywhere, man.
Yeah,
It's good to see.
yeah. So
They're putting you up in a
yeah, art
hotel.
direction is fun though. What?
They're putting you up in a hotel.
Yeah, I think
Cool,
I
man.
believe so.
It's gonna be taken care of, man. It really
Yeah,
is.
it's fun.
When I went to I shot a promotional video for Freedom Mortgage, it's a mortgage company, and we shot in DC, and they set us up in the Hyatt
Oh,
for
nice.
like great hotel for 2 nights, and it was like not taking out of the pay or anything. I'm like, this is nice, man.
Yeah.
This is nice. Like I used
Totally.
to drive to the set and have to pack my own lunch.
Yeah,
and
there's
do this
definitely
and-
some there's definitely perks.
Yeah, you got as long as you can bite the bullet for a little bit,
Yeah.
do your hard work, it's gonna pay off.
I went down to Virginia for a shoot for NFL Films, and they put us up in a pretty nice hotel, and you get like
Yeah,
we got steak dinners every night. It was like 3 nights. We got because they just reimburse you like
yeah,
for a certain amount of money you spent
yeah.
and so people were just buying bottles of wine at at dinner and stuff. But there's definitely perks, and it's fun to kind of get out of town a little bit.
Did you work with NFL Films right out of college?
No, it was just one of those random things that came up, and somebody gave my name to somebody else, and it was just kind of one of those.
They do a lot of good stuff for interns.
Yeah,
at Bucks, I remember them having their flyer up saying like anybody who wants to intern, it's a great experience.
nice. Yeah, they're
and
cool.
Stuff like that.
Cool company
And
to work
it's a
for.
good
And they
opportunity.
pay actually pretty
For interns.
decent for. I don't know about interns, but I mean, as a PA, I remember the rate was a little bit better.
I have a friend. I'm not sure if he still works there, but he worked there for a while, and they have good opportunities for up and coming filmmakers, and you learn a lot. And you know what I mean, just like you with Get Kinetic, like it's good that like a lot of industries they say if you don't have 5 years experience, you're not qualified for the job, and it's like. Fuck, man. Well, if every place is like that, how am I gonna get the job?
It's crazy.
And the film industry is lenient in a way to where you can start off on smaller sets
and you can kind of break in a little bit easier because it's almost like you're taking somebody's word for it. Like if I'm gonna recommend somebody, I'm not gonna recommend somebody that if I've worked with somebody and I thought they didn't do a good job, I'm not gonna recommend them and then give myself a bad name.
Yeah.
But if you do an okay job and you want, and I can't, I got a call for something and I can't do it, maybe I'll be like, all right, well, this guy did good and he's just starting out, so I'll get, hopefully somebody can give him a chance.
Definitely keep me in mind, man, because I know that you do and I appreciate that. It's just the previous ones that we've had just somehow didn't work out with scheduling and
can't
a couple that I could make things happen where I guess they found somebody first or something like that, but doing anything on any set is like super interesting to me, man. I love doing it. And,
it's a fun job.
It really is. Film industry is super cool. Just like the whole process behind
stressful at times. There's certain things, obviously. But that's with everything.
Always stressful.
Yeah.
Even
but
though it's fun, man.
but it's rewarding at the end, like when you get to
Yeah.
see the final.
Oh yeah, especially seeing our film go to Sundance, it's like
Yeah, it's cool
this
to
is
be a
what it's
part of that.
about.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it's about. And hopefully that whole idea. You said you watched a little bit of episode 1 of the podcast.
Yeah.
That's the director of the Sundance
Okay.
film that
Yeah,
went,
yeah, yeah. Yep.
and he's going about it in a really modern way that he's doing it really good. He wrote a script, and he realized, I gotta get a budget to shoot this script the right way. So what he did was take a scene from the script, make it have a beginning, middle, and end. Did a Kickstarter. It went successful.
Yeah.
Used film.org. Got a crew. Got a good producer.
Is that how you found him through film.org?
We'll say word of mouth. The cameraman, he said, "Listen, I'm gonna need another person working with me," and I was the person that.
Oh, cool.
He recommended Ian Gillies.
Okay, I listened to that one.
He's
a
great cinematographer. I'll check him out.
Cool.
And he's got a lot going on. He just got his first house. He's got a wife, 2 kids.
Wow.
So he's living life.
Yeah.
As well as becoming a filmmaker, but he does a lot of freelance wedding stuff. But cinema is his big hope, and he just had his film that he's cinematographer for go to Sundance.
Yeah,
so his name
huge.
His name went out there. It is huge, but for people in this position, that information will suddenly fade. I feel like it already has. And it's good that I'm on the podcast because someone like you can go back and see his work and check him out because he's not fading and he's just progressing. It's just there's so much information out there and things going on that it's hard to have like a journalist or a magazine that's trying to keep current events to stay on somebody like that. And without a manager, you're pretty much pushing yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You're pushing yourself.
You gotta do your own thing, work hard just to get your name, and essentially it's your business, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
The guy I work with a lot, the director who 2 features I shot, he's he just wrote 2 scripts and he's gonna decide which one. Writing a script is crazy in my eyes. Yeah. And like I have like 15 scripts in progress.
Yeah, exactly.
But
his ideas, maybe not.
He
even
has like
down
30.
On paper,
Sean Roberts. He has about 30 finished feature films. He's written.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's crazy.
And he's our age.
Yeah.
And he's the only one I know that has. I know personally has 3 features shot, and each one progressively has jumped to different levels.
Wow.
And he's gonna release the next idea and start pre-production, and you're definitely someone that I mentioned to him, and
cool. Thanks, man.
It'd be cool. I don't know the budget yet or how that's gonna work, but the film went to the Traffickers went to Philadelphia Independent Film Festival. It won a couple film awards, and then it went to Italy in the Cormier Festival and did really well.
Nice.
So hopefully, thank you. Hopefully we can find some fundings or someone who's interested enough to help fund our next film.
Yeah,
because that's generally the hardest thing about it is getting the money. You can't get everyone to work for free.
Yeah, it's hard. People are trying to make a living.
I myself, and I'm pretty sure you, work for free if you believe in the project.
Yeah, I've worked for free.
Because you love what you do.
And it benefits everybody when you work. I mean, you can't do it all the time, but it's definitely it's definitely good for everybody because it's good for them because they're getting their project done and you're meeting people on set, and that usually snowballs from. I've gotten plenty of jobs just by working free for a different job. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, every opportunity counts, and not saying that you should work for free because I feel like if someone's making money off something, they should cut a piece of the pie, and exposure is not always enough.
Right.
But like most of your work goes through word of mouth.
Yep. But I've been using the time to kind of do my own thing.
That's good.
Editing some random stuff that I shot and just never got around to doing, and a little bit of writing. Yeah. But coming up, like actual work wise, like
Yeah.
getting paid for. Like I said, I'm doing that dog food commercial in a
Yeah.
week, which
Don't laugh, man. It's
cool.
work.
It's whatever.
It's work.
It'll be cool. I get to hopefully hang out with some puppies on set.
That's
And
always
then,
good stuff. You have a dog, right?
Yeah, I have a dog. He's the best. He's a
You have
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd, yeah. I've seen the pictures.
Farley, named after Chris Farley.
Farley, nice. Did you get him as a puppy?
We got him. He was like 2 when we got him. Somebody found him in like North Philly or something like that.
Yeah.
He was like all skinny, and we adopted him through some rescue.
It's sad, man.
Yeah, it is, but it's good that now he has a home.
Happy ending.
Yeah, it is. He's got tons of. We have to give him. He has epilepsy. We didn't know this when we got him, but we have
dog epilepsy.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
So we have to give him meds all the time for that. He's like super anxious all the time, but he's so lovable, and
my brother with diabetes has a dog who has diabetes.
That's good. He knows how to take care of him. Right?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's like, what is this dog doing? Just eating sugar? Stop
checking his blood sugar?
Yeah, stop feeding him candy bars. How's living real life, man?
Living real life? It's cool.
Well, I guess you could say real life. You got a house.
It's not much different. Yeah.
You got a wife. You got a dog, and you're doing your thing.
Yeah. I mean, Jen and I have been together for a while, so it's been it's almost the same.
Yeah.
We just now live in a house now. I guess official, and I guess I have insurance now.
Yeah, it means a lot. Well, what does she do?
She's a nurse. She's a registered nurse at a hospital. Yeah.
Okay. How is she with you doing the work that you do?
She likes that I have like breaks in between work.
And a passion.
Yeah. She gets sometimes a little pissed that I'm working so late at times. Just only because she wants to see me because I'm I'm her husband, I guess. But
you guess
she
you see a ring.
Well, I know I'm her husband, but
you got a ring?
Yeah, I got a ring.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. I got it off Etsy. It was like $100.
Etsy's a good website.
Yeah,
man.
it is. But yeah, she's cool. That she works overnight, 12-hour shifts, like 3 days a week as a nurse. So a lot of times we'll go, like if I'm working during the week, I won't see her for like 3 or 4 days because when I'm at work, she's at home sleeping, and then by the time I'm getting home, she's leaving, and she'll be there, and it just doesn't work out. So that kind of sucks, but she likes that. She likes how I do like the freelance thing, how I'll work for like a couple weeks, and then maybe I'll have a few days off, and we can spend some time together. So.
Yeah, doing freelance and being a filmmaker, it's very time consuming when you're working, but it's cool to get some time off and be able to work on passion projects and do all that.
That's what's good about it. It's when you're working, it's awesome because you're obviously working and making money, and then when you're not, it gives you time to either spend them with friends and family or work on your own stuff and hopefully build up your
stuff there. I kind of binge watched Me and My Dragon. I've seen it a couple times in a row.
Me and My Dragon. That's
who is that? Is that Dan Cups?
Yeah, you know Dan.
Yeah, well I know him from Crossing Red Lights.
Oh yeah,
George Drake I jammed with a couple times.
Yeah,
the old I think it was a bassist in that band.
I forget what he played, but yeah, I think Dan played guitar.
Yeah, dude, the riffs in that are fucking dope.
Yeah, he made that whole song.
You write the drums for that?
No, he did it all. I just played the drums in the video portion of it. He did the whole song on his own lyrics and everything. He's funny as shit.
Yeah, it's good, man. Yeah, it's good. Well, and I assume you shot it, right?
Yeah, I shot it. And I was in it, and I guess technically I was the wardrobe person.
You were the dragon.
I was the dragon.
The live dragon.
So that's actually a funny story. I did that for a Bucks project.
Did you?
Yeah, a dragon smoking meth and hitting on underage girls, which was my girlfriend, wife great, now man. At the
time. She supportive.
Yeah,
it's good.
We should link that video up too. That's a fun video.
I'll do that. It's got a good amount of views.
Yeah, it had. We got like 1,000 views within the first couple of days,
song,
and then it kind of died off.
Catchy
I'll
song.
have to share it again. It is really catchy, and it's funny as hell. I made that costume out of actually my friend Dom. He had a
Dom's a man. I
he
know
is the
Dom.
man. He had a Green Man costume, and I borrowed it off, and I kind of wrecked it. I cut
You
holes in
made
it.
that costume?
Yeah, he had like
Wow,
the green
dude.
morph suit, and I used
Yeah.
that. And then I couldn't find. I wanted a dragon costume, like a real dragon
Yeah,
costume.
yeah.
Couldn't find one, so I found a baby dragon costume on Craigslist. I picked it up, and I cut apart the costume. I cut the wings off.
Yeah.
I cut like the hand, like the sleeves off, and I cut the mask kind of fit me a little bit, so I kind of just forced that on my head.
Yeah.
And I attached the wings and the tail and the everything to
it's
the Green Man costume.
It's good, but it's goofy looking.
It's
man.
goofy, yeah. It's supposed to be, but it's
It is.
it's fun.
It's funny, man.
That I
Yeah.
just shot. I have like a 60D Canon
Okay.
DSLR.
Yeah.
So I use that for that whole thing. I use a GoPro for certain things. Like
Yeah.
right now, I'm editing. Actually, turning out kind of cool. I went to Hawaii in August.
Yeah.
And I shot with. I use the GoPro a lot for that because I was like a lot of like underwater random shots and.
Yeah, it's cool for that.
Yeah, a lot. So, like I said, I'm doing this like little montage video of like my vacation just because I'm kind of bored and not working.
Your honeymoon?
It's not my honeymoon. It's actually we went for another wedding that I was
Okay.
in and she was in, and we went. There was like a group of like 20 of us that went out to Hawaii for this wedding, and I
Okay.
shot a ton. I shot some with my DSLR, some with my GoPro. I actually used my iPhone 6. It is
Yeah.
fucking
Dude.
It's like very nice.
I was talking to my buddy Ian, the Sundance cinematographer. His wife, she has her own company where she makes like soaps and candles and things like that. She'll be on the podcast. She's a really
Nice.
interesting lady, and he shot her commercial for her website.
Yeah.
He felt it was a little incomplete, and he ended up previously he shot a little bit on his iPhone of her, and he mixed in iPhone footage with his AF100.
Wow.
Which is like a mixture between
It
it's like a
works.
beefed up DSLR.
Yeah.
And it costs about $5,000, but the iPhone footage mixed in good. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks some of the iPhone footage. I mean, GoPro isn't that great, but the iPhone footage looks because I put like one of those life-proof cases on it.
Yeah.
So like I brought it under the water and stuff like that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Underwater shots are cool.
It's fun.
Especially going in and out of the water. It's it's a cool transition. Have you seen fucking bizarre, but people have somewhat figured out a way to put like an EF mount or a Nikon lens onto an iPhone.
What?
Yeah.
I've never seen. I've seen like little ones like
the spindle ones that go on
the
the
Olo
back.
clip or something.
Yeah, but there's a way to hook up like a 3000 lens onto an iPhone.
That seems, I don't know.
A little much.
Yeah.
It's a little much. Go buy a DSLR.
Yeah, why waste? I mean, whatever. I'm sure it looks cool.
Yeah,
I'm sure it
dude,
looks
they have
great.
film festivals for iPhones.
Yeah, there was one. Me and Dan Cops that we were just talking about did this thing. There's these local guys, and this was a kid that I met on set. Like I said, you meet awesome people on set. This kid that I met, and he did stand up. He's a stand up comedian, and so we got to talking. And I told him how I love comedy and stuff like that, and he got me in with his group of friends. It was kind of like he's kind of like in the comedy scene in Philly, which is I guess really good and up and coming. And those guys run this thing. It's called Phone It In Film Festival. Okay. So everything has to be shot on a phone. But it's I guess it doesn't have to be comedy, but pretty much everybody did like a comedy video. And so me and Dan did some stupid thing. We just kind of wrote it and shot it within a couple hours and submitted it. And it was fun. I got some laughs. It was cool to see. Like real time laughs, like sitting there.
And last year they had a film. I don't know if it won. Don't quote me on this. I'm just an uneducated guy with some facts. A film was in Sundance that was shot on an iPhone.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
believe it.
Which tells you that context overrules.
Yeah. As long
quality
as
is accessible at a low
quality,
price.
Once you shoot it on the iPhone, you bring it in and do a little bit of color correction and make it look really even nicer.
I've had my...
But as long as you got a good script, sure, why not?
I've had my 7D probably for about 6 or 7 years now. And the last film I shot on a Blackmagic. Shooting from a DSLR to a Blackmagic, there's definitely like a cinema look to it.
Yeah.
And DSLR is more, it looks like a documentary style, but it looks better than real life.
Yeah.
Like it's sharper than
I mean,
real
it looks
life.
great. It's totally.
I've shot concerts and I catch people looking into my LCD screen instead of looking at the stage. It's like you paid to see this.
It looks great.
It's hilarious, man.
That. I bought a DSLR when I first started doing this
Yeah.
kind of thing, and when I was in, it was like my first semester at school.
Mm-hmm.
I did some research, and I ended up, at the time it was probably like 2011, I guess. I ended up with a 60D Canon, and
solid
I bought
camera.
a couple lenses, and it is solid, and the shit looks great.
The new DSLRs, I was an actor in a longboard commercial for Sector 9.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, they shot it on the Ronin, if you know what the Ronin is.
Ronin,
it's like the Movi.
Yeah.
The stabilizer device. Mm-hmm. It's smooth as like marble,
yeah.
dude. It was awesome. But they shot on the Sony A7C, the new Sony series.
Okay.
Yeah. DSLRs.
It's a little, I've worked on some shoots with that.
Yeah.
They've used that, and it looks.
But dude, they're great cameras, man.
Yeah.
The high megapixels, great look. Technology keeps changing and changing.
Yeah.
Like the new Red just dropped.
And cheaper too.
Yeah. Except for Red.
Well, yeah.
The new Red just dropped. That only costs about $80,000.
Jesus. But I mean, it's accessible.
6K.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say cheap, but it's, obviously anybody can save a little bit and get some, definitely some nice gear.
If you got a good film and that overrules, like if you look at found footage films, shitty footage and
they shoot it and it's nice and they make it look shitty.
Yeah, that's funny. I do the same thing. You ever I'm a huge I love motion in my shots, and I love camera movement and all that. And whenever I seem to put things on tripods, I add camera shake on editing, just because it's more interesting.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I like kind of tweaking around different footage and making.
Yeah. Are you planning on shooting your own thing or writing a feature? Or doing that?
I mean, I write random. I kind of write like as like a sketch, kind of like SNL type shit. But
dude.
Obviously I have ideas for different, I guess you could say, features. I don't know what they would end up being, but yeah, I have tons of ideas floating around. I have in my phone. I use my notes app, and it's filled with like tons of ideas. A lot of it's like, I mean, some of it's ideas for movies or films. Some of it's ideas for jokes. Like I said, like I write stand up, but to this day I've never performed.
Here we go. I'll make you a deal. I do the same thing, and right now I have about 10 minutes of a set that I could do, and they have open mic nights at Helium. And if you go and do it, I'll go and do it.
All right.
Because I don't mind speaking in front of people, but
obviously
everyone's got different view of what they think is funny.
It's definitely hard to say it out loud. Like you could write it and it's funny, but like trying to say it out loud, it's like you have to have like a good delivery, and
then you're gonna have some hecklers.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like that. But you gotta have some lines for some hecklers.
Yeah,
come back.
Oh yeah,
hecklers in your back pocket, man.
Yeah, they suck.
They don't realize how bad it is. Like, especially.
I don't know why they think
a live performance.
Cool. I don't know.
You don't go to a play and be like, bullshit, that can't happen.
I think I think they feel it's a lot of. I mean, I guess it's girls too, but I feel like if it's like a guy, they're trying to like impress. Like if they're with a girl, they're trying to. They feel inferior to the comedian, so they're trying to like.
I love when a heckler gets killed by the comedian.
They're the best videos on YouTube.
Dude, there's comedians that thrive off that.
Yeah.
I went to school in Delaware for college, and they had like comedians come through for shows. And it's funny, the first one that came through, the guy literally just destroyed the crowd, to where we show up late for the second comedy event, and it's full except for the front row.
Everybody left. They're all afraid.
No, they just never filled up the front row.
Oh, really?
So we ended up having to sit in the front row. I gotta piss so bad, and disrespectful when you get up during someone's performance. We were drinking a little bit, and that pee is very important.
Yeah.
The first pee is, you can't hold it in. So I held it in for like 30 minutes, and I didn't realize it was the end of the guy's set. I get up to go to the bathroom, and he's like, "What? You can't wait for 3 fucking minutes just for this?" You know what I mean? Just
sometimes
for me to
you gotta
finish?
go.
Yeah,
It's not worth pissing your pants.
definitely not worth pissing your pants. No one remembers him heckling me, but if I pee my pants, I think a lot of people would remember.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, peed my pants the first night of college.
Did you?
Speaking of devil, yeah. I went to school for baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to do a summer program. To warm up and do all that. And so I made a good amount of friends before school started. School starts, so we go out and have a couple drinks and get pretty drunk. Drunker than I thought I was. Get back to my apartment, or my dorm, go to the bathroom, and I'm peeing in a urinal. Then I wake up, and I'm actually just laying in my bed, peeing straight up in the air.
Were you dreaming peeing in the urinal? Yep.
Peeing right back on myself.
Yep.
And
no fun.
And I don't know. It was my first night with my roommate. So
good
he never said anything. I know he knows.
Yeah,
I know he knew. I never said anything. I was like kind of, right now I think it's funny that I would say something.
Yeah, of course.
But
it's
being
funny,
18 and he was an upperclassman and trying to hide it a little bit, but
I've peed in a cup before at the movies.
Yeah,
I was in like
at the movies.
Yeah, I was I want to say like 7th or 8th grade, and me and a bunch of my friends went to see Bruce Almighty at the movies.
Funny movie.
Yeah, it was good. It was. Yeah, I thought it was good because I didn't want to get up and leave the movie.
That proves that's dedication.
I pissed in a cup. I was done my soda. I got a soda.
Were you in the back row or something?
I was in the how the movie theater was set up at the time. It was Woodhaven.
Yeah.
But
I was just there.
They changed now. It's all like they have the big comfy recliners now.
Dude, that's legit.
It is.
Movie theater stepped it up.
But before they had just like they had a row where it literally went to the wall. There was like 2 rows against the wall and then one like big middle section.
Yeah.
So I was the last seat against the wall. So I was able to kind of just like tuck away into the corner, piss into the cup. Yeah. And then close it up and just made sure I didn't drink it.
Speaking of that, I've been going to movies lately to see a couple things. I don't just stream movies. I do contribute. Movie theaters stepped it up.
They did. It's
huge,
sick,
comfy chairs. They're set up in 2s, so you go on a date and you
could still lift the seat up, so it's like it's like a big, comfy couch,
like a love seat.
Yeah.
And dude, and they got a fucking bar.
Yeah, they have a bar.
I went to a bar tavern out in Colorado, and you could order from your seat, and they would bring you beers.
Yeah, there's like the movie tavern, which started at, I don't know, the closest one I think to us is like Collegeville, PA.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
But now that was like the first of its kind where you could order food and they would bring it to your seat. Now a lot of like the AMC's and the United Artists, they're all they're kind of doing that same thing now.
They got to step it up, man, because Netflix and everything's making it so accessible, and no one wants to leave their fucking house and do that. I think they're gonna start adding more of your 5 senses into films.
Oh yeah,
like if it's smell or if it's motion or if it's whatever it would be. You know what I mean, your movie experience is gonna be a little more.
I'm down.
I don't think that they're gonna make it.
I'm not a huge 3D fan, but if they're gonna pump in some sort of smell into the air, sure, why not?
Yo, I did see Avatar in 3D.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I saw the new Star Wars in 3D. It was fine. See, I wear glasses, so I kind of try to avoid that.
Yeah, you gotta like double laugh it up.
Yeah, but I could put contacts in, but I like my glasses better when it comes
to the same way.
To
contacts bother shit out of me.
Yeah, like if I'm going to a movie or a show or a game or like whatever. I want my glasses on because I don't want to risk like my contact falling out and then I'm screwed. So so putting 3D glasses on top of my glasses kind of sucks. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What you thinking about the new Star Wars?
I liked it. I mean, like I'm not like a huge Star Wars nerd, quote unquote,
Same
but
here.
I enjoy them. So I was happy. Like I wasn't like I didn't go out and see it opening day or anything.
Didn't J.J. Abrams direct that?
I think he directed it. Yeah, I'm watching this new show on Hulu that he's producing. It's like a Stephen King, based on a Stephen King book.
What's it called?
It's called 11/22/63. Like this dude,
Wow.
James Franco's in it.
James Franco's a man.
He goes back in time to stop. He tries to stop the assassination of JFK. It's really cool, but it kind of sucks on Hulu because it's not like Netflix. They don't just release the entire season at once. Hulu is like they release one a week, so you have to kind of just like wait for it. Yeah.
Did I see on your? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I see on your resume that you worked on How to Make a Murder?
How to Get Away with Murder.
Different.
Yeah, How to Get Away. Was that's the one with it's like the ABC show.
Okay.
About I don't know. I never watched it. I worked on the pilot.
Yeah.
But I never watched it. I watched that episode and then they moved it to LA, which kind of sucks.
What are some of the bigger productions that you worked on?
So I did like over the summer. There was this movie called Equity, and that actually that went to Sundance. It got picked up from some. I want to say like it was like a Fox something. One of the Fox.
Dude, you can if you get into Sundance, man. There's a chance that she's getting bought.
It was a kind of had a big cast, not big cast, but they had a couple big names like Anna Gunn from Breaking Bad was in it. So that was kind of cool.
Anna Gunn, is she was she Jesse's girlfriend that died?
No, she's Walter's wife. She's Skyler.
Okay.
In Breaking Bad, but
you like Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I liked it. It was cool.
Good,
I'm watching Better Call Saul now.
Oh yeah, seeing that spinoff come out.
It's cool. Yeah. It's good. They do a good job with it.
Is Bill Burr gonna be in it?
Who knows? I don't think he's been in it yet. I forget. The first season was like a year ago. Okay. He hasn't been in it yet this season. I kind of forget.
You see his new show, F is for Family?
I watched the first episode. I wasn't too into it, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I watched
the first episode. Slow.
Yeah, it's a little dry, which is fine. I like dry humor, but I wasn't. Nothing really caught my attention. And like I said, there's too many goddamn shows out. I can't commit to one that's not. Yeah, I'll give it another try. Aside from that, I did this couple months ago. I worked on this show. It's called Delco Proper. These guys from Philly, they're stand-up comedians. They ended up they got picked up by Comedy Central. So it's a web series on Comedy Central's website. They have a pilot up there now, and then we shot 3 episodes.
Shit, my eye, man, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I've had this thing.
Your contacts?
I'm not wearing them, but I had something in my eye for like the past hour, dude.
You want to take a break?
No.
Anyway, yeah, I'm
a fucking trooper, dude. That's not
I know you
affected me.
It's funny as shit. It was one of the most fun jobs I've ever done.
Yeah.
I was.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it was 3. We shot 3 episodes. The scripts, I don't know what they'll cut them down to lengthwise, but we shot 3 scripts that were about 10 minutes long, I guess. So we shot 3 episodes in 3 days, and they were all just fucking hilarious. I just laughed.
3 episodes. How long are the episodes?
I don't know what they'll end up like cutting them down to, but the scripts are about 10 pages long,
I could
so
see
about
that.
10 minutes long each.
That.
But yeah, they were long days. But it was really fun, and like the guys are super nice and super down to earth and super funny. Like even when we weren't rolling, like they were just shouting random shit out and just had the whole crew dying the entire time. So I'm really excited to see that. That comes out. I think that comes out this Monday. The end of February. They're putting Comedy Central. Yeah, I think it'll be comedycentral.com. Yeah.
Besides that, dude, Netflix producing their own movies and shows.
Yeah, Netflix original content is
2 things.
Awesome.
Have you seen Narcos?
No, but I want to. I went to see Jimmy Fallon a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I seen the photo. How was that?
It was awesome. It was fun.
Man,
unfortunately, I got you can't pick your guests, but I got Tyler Perry, which I'm honestly not a fan of Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
But and then that guy from Narcos, the main guy who plays Pablo Escobar,
really?
he was on there, but I never watched the show, so I was like, whatever. Like I wasn't too excited, but after seeing him on the show, it made me want to watch it. But I'm not. I'm not. I don't feel like committing to reading subtitles for however long.
Yeah, that's true.
At the moment, I will eventually. But I mean, there's just
definitely one of the better series I've ever watched
on HBO.
What's that?
Vinyl, Scorsese and
Scorsese,
the dude that produces Sopranos and Boardwalk Empire. His name's Terrence Winter.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's
because
good. It's
there's
cool.
3 people that I really like.
Yeah. The main character is his name is Bobby Cannavale or something like that. He's this Italian guy. He was in that movie with Peter Dinklage, the station agent. He
Okay.
was in Boardwalk
That was
Empire.
a good movie. That was a movie,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I've seen that.
So it's that guy. He's in it. He plays he's like a record company CEO.
Okay.
It's only 2 episodes in, but it's pretty interesting so
Come
far.
on, check it out. Another thing I was gonna bring up, Beast of a Nation. Is that what
Oh,
it's
that's
called?
on Netflix, right?
It's a Netflix original.
It's a movie, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't check it out yet. Idris Elba, right?
Amazing.
Is it?
Amazing.
Oh, but
It's-
I've heard of it.
For having kid actors, blew me away.
It's Idris Elba, right?
But that blew me away, man. One of the funniest underrated movies ever is Role Models.
Role Models, oh yeah,
Dude,
it's hilarious.
fucking
Nobody talks about Role
hilarious.
Models.
No one talks about Role Models. Just when he's like taking a piss, he's like, "Oh, it's like Shrek's piss." The screen from the energy drink, dude. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
movie.
Paul Rudd's the man. I love Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, dude. Does he ever age?
I don't think so.
He looks same.
He looks better than ever. He's Ant-Man now. He's all jacked up and shit.
Ant-Man was good. Not a big superhero movie, but
Yeah.
Ant-Man was good. He okay, so for one,
That sounded really gay. He looks better than ever.
For one, Paul Rudd never ages. But when was Morgan Freeman young?
I've never seen Morgan Freeman young. He came out the womb like that, I think.
Yeah, I don't know any movie that he was young in. I actually meant to bring you this book, just like perspective of films, interviews with directors. Next time I see you, I'm gonna give it to you.
Nice.
It's something I want to give it to you.
And the Traffickers DVD.
Yes, and the Traffickers Blu-ray. Once I get a couple copies of those, I'm doing an episode with the director of Traffickers. So he promises me, which I hope will happen, that he'll give me a bunch of copies.
Okay, nice. Or I'm gonna have to torrent that shit.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Dude, burn it, dude. Burn it if it's out there.
I mean, you did all that work. You want people to see it. Like,
yeah,
that's kind of like how, for example,
it's slow and
you obviously want to try to make some of your money back, but
Mhm.
what's the point if nobody's seeing your work? The whole point is you're creating something. You want people to see it. That's kind of like for an example, back when we were in bands, but we put a bunch of money into like recording a good, like nice quality EP, 5
which
songs.
was good. I'm not gonna lie.
You liked it? Yeah.
Didn't
that
you
was
guys,
back in like 2009.
You guys
but,
went to Skylight? Or whatever it's called.
No, actually no. Skylight we did for the demos. We went to this place in Jersey. I don't even know if they're still around, but they were called Moshi Productions. Okay. But it was good quality. But we put a lot of money into. Not like didn't break our bank or anything, but we
still
put
do like
good money into
$30 an hour for recording.
We did 5 songs, then we put money into getting like a nice album art, and we got the all the like jewel cases, got them all produced, and then we sold them at shows, and then the band broke up like 4 months later, and we never sold it. We sold like a good amount, but nobody's really hearing this stuff anymore. Back then, we didn't have like access to it. Like everybody's on all the new bands now are on like Bandcamp and all that kind of crap.
Yeah,
I guess I should just upload the songs just so people can hear them.
Yeah, I've seen not recently, but I've seen Stride like his own personal solo post stuff.
Does he? Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while.
No,
not really.
You still talk to John Wall?
Yeah, a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get over the fact that first time I met him, he had no eyebrow.
Was that the first time you met him?
Yeah.
Dom shaved his eyebrow off?
He had no eyebrow.
That was one of the funniest things.
And I was thinking, I'm like, first of all, when you have no eyebrow, it completely changes the way your face looks.
I remember one time, so he passed out at a party and Dom shaved his fucking eyebrow off. It was hilarious. And then a couple weeks later, we were at another party and he passed out again. It was only a couple weeks later, so the eyebrow wasn't drawn in yet. So I took a Sharpie and I drew a giant eyebrow. It was like The Rock.
I've seen that.
It was like the people's eyebrow on his forehead. That. Oh my god, it's one of the funniest pictures.
So when that happened and he told me the story, immediately in my head I'm like, what kind of fucking friends do you have that would shave your eyebrow?
That's our group of friends.
And if someone shaved my eyebrow off, it deserves a beat down.
Oh, totally.
That will never grow.
I'm surprised he didn't get his ass kicked for that.
Grow back in.
Everybody was drunk, so.
Dude, that changes the way you gotta go to work.
Yeah, that's your first impression too when you
go to your life. Like,
really have any life back then.
Yeah.
He was in a band.
You meet the guy and you're like, where did you fuck up? Where did you fuck up? Because no one ends up with a shaved eyebrow for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of your crew in a long time, man. I'm really.
Yeah, everybody's having babies and getting married and shit.
I talked to Steve Atkins a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I knew him. He was one of my first best friends, like when I was like 5 years old.
I think that was actually, aside from being in a band together, he was kind of like the mutual friend. That's how we kind of met through.
Probably.
Right through him.
Steve Atkins is a good guy. Yeah. Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about being a male stripper. If you've seen his
I saw that, yeah.
Which he could be, dude. He's got
an idea.
Abercrombie and Fitch body. He's jacked.
Why not?
But I don't know if he has any rhythm.
Probably. Well, he was a drummer, so maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if he could dance. One question for you.
Hopefully we won't find that out.
Dude, well, that's a lot of money. How has drumming affected your life as a film editor?
I think being a drummer, that's like that's just having rhythm and having like knowing like good spots to cut and different, you know, whether it's a fraction of a second before whatever. It's, I think, definitely being a drummer helps with editing in general.
Do you edit with a metronome?
No,
do you edit just
no, I kind of just do it by ear.
Okay.
That's what like I'm actually in a band right now. We just play I'm in a cover band actually. We just play bars and shit.
Cool.
But you know, we'll just
a
all
little bit of
listen to
money.
the song. Yeah, we make some extra cash on the weekends.
Cool.
I'm actually heading there after this.
Cool, man. What do you guys cover?
It's a lot of we do like kind of like bar songs, like play a lot of Beatles and Fleetwood Mac, shit like that.
That's fun though.
The Who, we do like classic rock, but then we do some new stuff too. Like we'll play some like Death Cab and some like Young the Giant, like newer stuff that people know from the radio. Yeah. Just to kind of keep like the younger crowd there.
I was actually thinking about renting out Flatline Studios for the podcast.
We shared a studio there. We
shared
a space
for a little while.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Right next to the Holmesburg prison on Thursday Ave.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good time. Does that place even still exist?
I don't know, man. I was gonna check it out for this podcast because I want a place where 24 hours and have people in if they want to smoke cigarettes and stuff like that.
I don't know if that would be the greatest idea if there's other bands because those walls were not.
Yeah.
Unless you soundproof your own
people
studio.
broke in there too.
Oh yeah, it was a real shithole.
But
it worked
nice and
for
cheap.
what we wanted it for.
Throwing parties in there and shit.
Yeah.
Fun, man.
I remember somebody put their fist through the soda machine, the glass vending machine there.
Was that you guys?
Hey, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember the situation, but I don't remember exactly what happened. Did you guys play that show with us at the ice skating rink?
Yeah.
Did you?
That and somebody broke the sink?
Yeah, John Will had the wireless.
Yeah, he was skating around.
That was so much fun.
That was fun. Remember Caesar Live Soul? Remember the rapper?
Yeah,
that we played with?
Yeah.
I was in like a band with him too. Yeah. I was just his drummer, I guess, but he played a couple of songs with us.
That was our last show. If you didn't realize how we got into the middle of a fight in our set.
I really
remember, yeah.
I don't recall, but
Drew and Dave got into like a fist fight.
Oh yeah?
In the middle of our set.
There was a lot of drama that night. Somebody shattered the porcelain sink and we weren't even supposed to be there to begin with.
No. Shout out to
I scored my first hat trick at that rink when I was in like 7th grade.
Yeah?
Yeah. That was
nice,
fun.
Good memories.
Yeah.
You still mess around with any ice hockey or anything?
I play in like a men's league in the summers.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They have rollerblade leagues and everything up.
Yeah, I was in a roller league at Sportsplex.
Yeah.
For a little while.
We did that too.
Did you? Yeah.
We got smoked.
Yeah, so did we. I suck at roller hockey. I'd rather play ice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun, that show.
I was going, I got lit up. I got lit up. Well, it's not like I had a fucking defense, but I'm a filmmaker, not a goalie.
Exactly. It's just for fun. Keep in shape a little bit.
It's good stuff, man. It was funny because like half of our team smoked cigarettes, and
the
girls that would come and like watch us play, they were like, "We can hear you guys breathing from the stands." Like that's not breathing. That's trying to live.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So what you can do is go to his website, ryankomo.com.
KOMO.
Yeah. RYAN KOMO.com. Ancient Eye Media.
That's the dude that I was talking about earlier who did my wedding video.
Okay, yeah. So
he's really talented.
if you go on Ryan's Facebook, you'll see his wedding video, which is phenomenal. And Ancient Eye Media did their video, and they're a local production company, so I'll definitely support them in whatever way I can. And the Second Sons is Ryan Komo's cover band. Yep. So if you're ever looking to have a cover band come out to your house party or to your bar, or stay persistent with what you're doing, like your last project working on Creed, start to finish, man, it's a huge accomplishment, and hopefully that can get you more work, because I think that it should.
Definitely.
And let's go Sly. Let's get that Oscar.
That support, yeah.
Bring that back to the city, man. Hopefully. That's parade worthy.
Yeah.
Let's march down the street with that.
That's the only one we're gonna get.
March down the
anytime
street
soon.
It was funny in the movie too when they had the Rocky statue and someone's taking pictures in front of it. Mm-hmm. It was very relatable.
Yeah.
Touristy.
Oh, and for some reason the word just popped. Remember that word that I got stuck on about an hour ago?
Yeah.
Stereotype. The stereotypical production. I couldn't think of the word.
Okay.
Anyway, it just popped in my head.
All right. Well, I'm gonna plug that in where we couldn't remember. I mean, since these first 10 to 20 episodes that I'm doing are not live, you would have been screwed.
I don't care. You can leave it the way it is. I don't even care.
I probably will, most likely. How do you feel what you're doing is contributing to Philadelphia and the art scene?
I don't really know how to answer that. I mean, it's kind of just I want to stay in Philly because I want. Obviously, one person isn't making a difference, but the more people that stay and do their thing here instead of moving somewhere else, it adds up, and it definitely is a big help. Yeah. So I'm glad that
we're gonna get there, man.
Yeah,
I know it.
I'm glad that I could be one of the people that are contributing, in whichever way, whether it's with film or playing music or.
Yeah, it's good, dude. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, man.
Really, and I think that people should check you out and hire you and check them out. Ryan Komo. Thanks a lot. Thanks for everyone tuning in. So, until next time, love you. Thank you. And thank you again, Ryan.